Okay, talking to Imperial Command, doing business things, getting paid for doing stuff we didn't really do. Go back upstairs and talk to somebody else for a new job that we probably won't do. Behind the big double doors, I think is what that guy said. This person? That looks about right.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Poko Kohara.
Scratches her chin with the stem of her pipe, watching you with new interest.
Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar.
Takes a thoughtful puff of on her pipe. Why do you say that? She grins, smoke curling between her teeth.
Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge.
Mischief tugs her smile across her broad jaw. In that moment, she looks somehow younger. Yeah, I suppose I have. I believe in calculated risk, not reckless adventures.
The greatest risk often guards the greatest reward.
That's a lie. She considers you through a pinless smoke. Maya thumbs her chin, nodding.
Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms.
Her bright eyes watch for your reaction. You think something in Andra's mortar will help you with that. A grand and worthy goal. It seems simpler to live with them. Think something in Andra's mortar will help you with that.
Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant.
She motions to the window. A thin stream of smoke follows her gesture.
And your exploits at Poko Kahara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now.
She waved the smoke between you away. Ishira said you needed my help.
There's an understatement.
She knocks the bowl of her pipe against her wooden hand.
The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here.
She purses her lips with displeasure. What are you asking of me? I've got an expert crew and a ship that can handle anything out here. Is this what you call short-handed? I'd love to see what you consider full capacity. What are you asking?
We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. You used to deal regularly in trade goods, so you'll know how to handle yourself. We've contracted with a captain named Widla.
You feel your distaste passes across her face.
Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there.
She takes a thoughtful draw on her pipe as she looks at you, seemingly deciding what to say.
Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer.
What's the shipment? And Widla and her crew, who are they? Why don't you send Widla's crew to Sayuka? It's important I can handle it. What next? I've got a lot to do. I can't promise anything. Why don't you send them? She laughs with a grunt. Or sounds like a grunt.
Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port where we're developing experimental technologies.
They're smugglers.
Along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago.
She shakes her head.
I know you've had several run-ins with the Principe already. Maybe Widla will think twice before crossing you.
It's a shipment.
It'll be easier for Okaya to explain.
She puffs a thick cloud of smoke between the two of you. She doesn't break your gaze, but the effect is almost the same. Widla and her crew, who are they?
Good sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions.
She chomps a little harder on the bit of her pipe.
Any other questions?
It's important I can handle it. What next?
Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic.
Gestures on her map to the open water west of Nekataka.
This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her.
1,000, huh?
Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo.
Watches you appraisingly.
Deadfire makes crooks and thieves out of the best of us. Somehow, though, you've stayed above all that. I'm hoping this means I can count on you.
Yeah, maybe.
Clear skies.
I think that's good. Didn't really sign up to be a cargo guy, but that's okay. Got more important things to do. Okay, so there's that. Sacred Stair, we gotta go do stuff up there. Who am I supposed to talk to here? God. So perform spiritual cleansing in the Temple of God. Blah. So the temple. Well, Magrin. It's raining. Oh.
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there, under the statue of God.
As you approach, a wood elf straightens over an altar to Gon. Her robes mark her as a high priestess. She arches and cracks her back loudly, a satisfied grin spreading across her face soon after.
Jody, I do hope you are not getting into trouble now.
Who, me? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Peter gives a nod and a wink. She smiles at the sight of a stranger. You're the high priestess of this temple.
Do swine stink like shit?
She hits you with a toothy smile, eyes glittering with amusement.
I'm guessing you're not here to worship. Then what can I do for you?
There's been getting a lot of people in here these days. Doesn't this place get a little damp? Your devotees are gone. What about Aethys' other manifestations? We're looking for someone. She may have been through here years back.
We receive followers of the Shining God every day. You might want to speak with Nordegand over there.
She points to her right.
She's been here the longest, and takes care to know everyone of our faith.
There's getting a lot of people in here these days.
Oh, yes. People are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening. But what did any of us come here for, if not a new beginning?
Does this place get a little damp?
No more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith, surely as it does these trees.
Devotees are gone. What about Aethys' other manifestations?
Gon's the only one that matters.
Shodi scoffs. Saywin shuts her eyes, exhales sharply, and then opens them again to regard you with a patient smile.
The Shining God's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with Sickle and Lantern that's come to the Deadfire.
Why a sickle and lantern?
Our God's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. Gon will bring a new beginning for all of us when that hour comes.
Hey, crazy. Okay.
I've got it.
Though weathered and aged, this tree is dotted with buds and nascent branches indicating new growth. In the back of her neck, self-consciously, Jody cast her gaze to the side.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead.
She saw eyes nudging a bit of mud from her boots before she lifts her face to settle on you with her big dark brown eyes.
Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins.
They don't know your value. They just don't know your value, do you? People often fear what they don't understand. What do you expect when you champion such unorthodox views? They just don't know your value.
Why are you so fond of me, Watcher?
She shakes her head hard.
Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to gone.
Aya thumbs her chin, nodding. You came here to cleanse your soul.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense.
Kneeling before the statue of God, Shodi set her lantern between her knees. Head bowed, she presses both palms to the copper cage. A low chant lifts from her lips. As it grows louder, the light from her lantern grows brighter, as does the lantern that the statue of God holds in one skeletal hand. Two lights pulse in rhythm with the chant, resonating with each other. Twin heartbeats that pound faster and stronger until the light from Gon's lantern bursts outward in a shower of violet-hued rays. The essence bathes Shodi's bent form, making her jolt upright as a cry escapes her.
Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed, for sure.
She offers you a half smile as she retrieves her lantern, trembling fingers curling against the gleaming metal's cage.
Let's just hope it lasts. Because my lantern feels as heavy as ever. Full to brimming with essence. Like dark water spilling over my mind.
Why are you gathering souls into your lantern? Remind me again the difference between Gon and Aethys. Dawn stars are all about goodness and light. Why are you so concerned with death and darkness? Why are you gathering souls?
I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light.
Aya smirks and folds her arms.
Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters.
What if you didn't collect souls anymore? You should amass as many souls as you can before it's too late. Beyond hasn't gone dark. It's well lit with living Adra. What if you didn't collect souls anymore?
That ain't gonna happen.
Grinding her teeth, she shoots you an incredulous expression.
You'd ask me to turn my back on my god?
Aya smirks and folds her arms. She's done that before. That's her problem anyway. Dutiful. Remind me again the difference between Gon and Aethys. Dawn stars are blah blah blah. Remind me the difference.
Aethys is dead, and Gon is the death before life. He's the ripeness before the fall.
She raises her sickle, turning the blade to catch the light of her lantern as if in demonstration. But we know Aethys isn't dead.
That lumbering hunk of Audra might claim to be Aethys, but that doesn't matter a whit.
She shrugs.
He died, so he can't be Aethys anymore. Death changes every soul, even a god's. And if it doesn't, it should.
The Dawn stars are all about goodness and light. Why are you so concerned with death and darkness?
Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right behind you.
So is this stuff free? That would be stealing. Oh, actually, that's not stealing. Dream journal. The right of this tattered scrap of paper looks like it was penned by someone still half asleep. Have you ever had a dream so real that you you wanted Aethys so badly that you could do anything. A line is drawn through the writing, below which is the Arthur has scrawled, "No more cheese before bed." Okay. Gon has been depicted with a warm smile, but the eyes beneath his hood hold unsettling fervor. But cheese, I know, cheese. It's over here. Oh, free stuff. That's awfully nice of them. It's not stealing. Oh, look, another cat. So this cat is abandoned. Frau Niels. So you're more accurate with melee attacks and your party receives bonus health. Not for me. Not really a melee person, even though I do have a sword that I'll not really use too much. Hey Gray, welcome back. It's probably Gimpy's fault. Probably? There's no probably about it. I take full responsibility.
On it.
Even though I don't know what it is. Offerings of fruits, bread, and even wine have been set here for the temple. No? Next on the list of things to do, lantern. Travel with one post-cleansing. Lighted path. Find someone who might know Ader's friend someday. Sorcerer and a gentleman. So you can search for any sign of It's gone, whatever. Bounty all aboard. Oh, if I saw the sums of Nakatanka, her partner. In the tavern in the gullet about passage. Snatch a coin before he's taken, doesn't know where it is, but she suspects it's with his body. There's money in the corner of rubble near the tavern. That's what I'm supposed to go find. I think. They found his corpse. But Gimpy, this isn't Top Gun. You can't go right into the danger zone. Well, where else am I supposed to go? Utterly unsafe zone for risk mitigation. Oh, that's no fun.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself? Wait for me!
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.
Aim for the eyes. Is his name? He's talking to Boo. I'm not sure if he was talking to Boo or not. The gullet. We need to go to where? Underground? No. At the Slums Tavern.
Oh, now I've dreamed of this place.
Hole? Is the hole the tavern? I think the hole is the tavern.
What did you
I think that's what we're looking for there.
think? Is she?
Sure.
Coral snuff. Sounds yummy. Beneath the dirt and mildew, these carvings look finely detailed and very old. Or we can take the money. Is that the money? Yeah, you got some grog. Of his fate. Asked me to help him or bring news of his fate. I found Bataro's corpse. So I'm supposed to be talking to him. Oh, it's a Dizo. Blah, blah, blah. Couldn't take her children, blah, blah, blah. After what happened, I was hesitant to approach the woman on her own. Always Mataro at the edge of late. Restless squalls. Sure. Ogre pirates.
You think the hole was already here, or they dug it after they thought up the name?
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the cursed seas, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not hush right now.
What are you guys talking about? One little bar couldn't pay his tab, or they dumped him right in the hole. Well, that's nice. I think this is what I'm looking for. His Raton fish face sits ramrod straight. On the table near her are a half-empty liquor bottle and a small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness and her bright, spotless attire make her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
From Old Balia. She keeps her eyes on you even as she speaks to the soldier. There's only a brief pause.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Captain shifts uncomfortably.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
She glances around quickly as if she expects someone to jump out from another corner of the tavern. Did you cross paths with a man named Botaro?
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
She raises her cup for another sip, scowling into the liquor.
These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
What exactly happened? It's best when people say exactly what they mean.
If only everyone did so.
She raises her cup to you.
But you asked about... what was his name? Bataro? This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman.
She tosses back the rest of her drink a little too quickly.
I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
She upends her empty cup. How heartless. Seems reasonable. Then what? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard. You notice again that her hand is shaking.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
She shakes her head.
Then he shows me a swallonet. A
Swallonet?
marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principe carry them. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so.
She scowls and shudders. She doesn't notice all the pirates walking around in the bar. Just saying.
I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him.
Bia and the children still need passage out of the city.
There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin.
She picks a straight thread from her smooth, crisp jacket.
Why do you bring this to me?
Don't you feel bad about what happened to Botaro? Now you're a merchant, no? I'll pay you to take them. The Gullet is rough. Have pity. Maya here might have a thing or two to say about the Brown Citadel.
Been a few seasons since I personally commandeered a ship, but I doubt the Hazanui will mind.
She cracks her knuckles.
That will not be necessary.
She smiles weakly.
Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths.
Children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3, plus the food and water they require. Send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better.
She shifts in her chair, looking around the tavern as if she expects someone to jump out at her. Want to find enough room for Behind and all her children.
And I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will barely fit in the hold as it is.
Her hand tightens around her cup.
What is your business with me?
What's your business in Nekataka?
Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Ondra stars.
She shifts in her chair, tugging at her conspicuously clean and bright clothes. Odd that you take your business to the slums unless you're trading illegally. Streetwise. You seem nervous. Does the Royal Defense Company know, or Royal Deadfire Company know you're trading here? Insight or history? I thought Rotons operated out of the Brass Citadel. You seem nervous. She sets her glass down with a loud clatter.
The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district, but there's no harm if they don't know.
She laughs nervously.
I just remembered I need to write up a report for my boss. Don't mind me.
Maya unrolls a scroll of parchment and starts transcribing Seduzo's statement. She pales, raising a hand to her mouth as the speed of Maya's scribbling intensifies. I see.
What is your business with me?
Tell me about Oron.
He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is particular.
She looks at her crew, and they nod in agreement.
Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things.
She and her crew exchange another quick glance. Okay. Bithrak, what are you doing here? Tasty Mind Snacks. Okay. Go talk to the dwarf, see what he's doing, what he's up to.
Why not?
Hey, stuff. Okay. There he is. Is this stealing? This is not stealing. Very nice of them. Dwarf sits before a generous and curious spread. Steamed mussels arranged in concentric circles, rounds of flatbread stacked in a neat tower, and melon sliced in even triangles. Guess that's why he's particular. Yet his attention is focused on the 4 cups in the bottle in front of him. He has the cups organized in an almost perfect square around the bottle, but as you look on, he leans down to adjust one. The others with him wait quietly and observe the ritual. Wait. Move one of the cups. Wait. Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine into the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions look on with practiced patience.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
At last the bottle is empty, and he places it on the exact center of the square. He picks it up and puts it down in the same spot twice more before he's satisfied.
Cheers.
They all take their cups and drink deeply. At last the leader turns to you.
What do you require?
I hear you bought passage on the Captain Sadu's ship. Blah, blah, blah. Someone downstairs is asking for you. Something about trouble at the Adra Mill. What brought you to the Deadfire? I hear you bought passage on the Captain Sadu's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement.
He sips his wine. What would it take for you to siege response to Sadu's ship?
Out of the question. We're due in Takoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance.
He sips from his cup and immediately runs a folded handkerchief around the rim.
And we have already paid Saduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
He shivers with dread. I'll make you an offer for your berth on Saduzo's ship. I'm looking passage for a family, but Saduzo only has room for 3 of them, so they'll be split. Oh, that'll screw with him. He jerks so violently that he splashes a few drops of wine on the table. He mops them up, a rigid and pained expression on his face. And you'll be stuck with half of them the whole journey. Well, that'd be odd.
That will not do. That will not do at all.
He's still dabbling with the spilled wine, but something brittle has crept into his frown. His companion shuffled nervously. At last, Oron pushes back from the table and looks up at them.
To Queen's Berth, quickly. We must find a more suitable ship.
The Goldpack Knights file out together. Screw with his poor little brain. Poor little brain. So, that problem solved. So what? Somewhat? What are you there in that lane on the street? Sorry, hallway. Breaking and entering. That's not breaking. Oh, a Forsaken cat. So another cat to play around with. Dude the Six Toes cat. Dude. He's following you around. You regain some health when you deal the killing blow against an enemy, and your party is less likely to be hit by attacks. Pair to Peter. So more damage, 5%. That's not huge. It's our wide effect. So all party members receive a bonus the size of their area to effect stuff. So I think I'm going to take Dude for a little test drive.
Will do.
Special there, but not stealing technically, right? Who are you guys? Pirate? More booze? Milk? Okay, next we go back downstairs and go talk to what's-her-face and tell her that she's going to have room on her ship. She's welcome.
What is your business with me?
Oren won't be traveling with you anymore. She eyes you suspiciously. The soldier with her shrugs.
That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me.
She glances from side to side, checking to make sure no one is listening.
Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
She looks at her crew and makes a twirling motion with her finger. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so. On the board. Of the news to behind her home in the gullet. See, look, I'm such a good guy. Stel's is home. Beha's home. Nice to put it in the center there. Uh-oh. The man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked scar in his forearm, and he's rolled his sleeves up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Are you guys seriously going to try to mug me? He brandishes his knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show you all of his missing teeth. But the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tells you they haven't been here long either. You're newer than I am, which means you're poaching on someone else's territory. How convenient you just walked into my trap. Want to know what I did in my last life to get this face? He swallows audibly, looking at the twists and ridges of your flesh. The thugs look at one another and exchange a few panicked whispers.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
He smiles, backing away. They hurry off and disappear back into the crowd. See? Sometimes being ugly has a advantage. You should have killed him. Oh well. Oh, that's right. She's picking on the poor
The
laundry.
village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I found Batara in the old city. He's dead. I spoke with Captain Sona about passage out of Nekataka.
What say, then?
She listens with cautious hope that children look gone with wide-round eyes. She's agreed to take you all. She's momentarily speechless. Her eyes fill with tears. She drops the reeds as she brushes them away.
Maybe Rawatai will teach you a thing or two about cleaning your rags properly.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
She picks up the two infants and hurries the others out the door. Major positive reputation in the gullet. Oh, we didn't even have to give up our money that we found. That didn't belong to us. Shh. Okay, so that's finally done. Okay. Distant light. No, that's not it. Oh, I gotta go to the Spire of the Soul Eaters. Forgot to talk to that person.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare.
You rub out your arms for your legs. She paws at you with a weak grip, fingers bone thin and trembling.
Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry.
Give her some food. No one snatches the food from your hands with surprising speed, her eyes darting a glance for any onlookers before she shoves it between her teeth. She nods desperately, swallows, chokes, chews again, and speaks with a mouthful half full from the next bite.
Thank you, traveler. Thank you. I knew you were a good one.
Really? She touches two gaunt-knuckled fingers to her lips. Do you have no access to food? Who's the leader around here? Do you have no access to food?
Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years. Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week and maybe before.
You mean, maybe we should seek paying work. There are places that will sell even a vagrant food. Disbelieving laugh cracks from her throat.
Many Raparu come from other islands these days. They are strong and capable workers. Not like me. But they too tithe to the prize share.
But you're starving. Kicker. What do you mean? But you're starving.
But I am starving.
It sounds too hollow for an affirmation. Rather, it's an acceptance.
Surely the Queen will provide for us in time.
She shakes her head.
Forgive me, I say too much. If you would know more, ask Anoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks, out of earshot of the guards. He's there, in the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger.
Quavering arm points toward the southeast. You have no access to food.
Always there is prize share.
Okay.
Little falls to our pile that is not.
Okay. Now, do I really want to get involved in this? This is their somewhat glorious leader. An elderly Reparo man squints in your direction before blinking profusely. He hobbles closer, bare feet slapping the splintered floorboards of his abode.
What say you, boy?
He peers steadily into your face, blinking faster all the while. The man's arms are thin as sticks. What teeth he has are yellowed or black from years of malnourishment. Can you see me? How do you know who I am?
I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Reparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
Actually, a starving beggar sent me to speak with you. If you're saying the gods sent me, you're wrong. This place is a bit like an open wound. Couldn't hurt to clean it up. What's causing the Reparo such pain? Shrug. Actually, a starving beggar sent me to speak with you. His lids half closed, heavy with thought.
The Reparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly. It is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
The old man shrugs.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
Why the Reparo the least deserving, the last to partake of the tribe's spoils?
The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kuaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Reparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us. A soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain. Mad Morena, they call her. To bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing.
What happened? Did I kill her?
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word. He must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
You need an advocate. I will speak with the royals at Serpent's Crown on your behalf. Dawnstars sought to help you before. We can use them. Tell me how to get Delver's Royal and I'll consider helping you. Shop story isn't my problem. Find someone else. I think about it. You need an advocate. I will speak to the royals at Serpent's Crown.
If the queen isn't feeding her people, I doubt some newcomer has the clout to change that.
Positive, Maya. He cants his gaze to the side, eyes wandering.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Roparu will be indebted to you.
How can we resolve the food shortage? Looking for a place called Delver's Row. Mighty in the Narrows, the Gullet. Minor positive. Oh. You know, he stills for a moment, only moving to blink his black pebble eyes. And then he takes a deep shuddering breath and exhales all at once. His damp breath smells like bile and illness. Yummy. I killed Marina? Okay.
It was as I feared then. Tell me, how did he die? Was it fast, at least? Painless?
So insight. He went for a while before he died. It's honest, but that's kind of brutal. He was beaten to death. All I found was a bundle of severed limbs and a note. It was quick. That's benevolent. So, it was quick. The old man's shoulders slump forward and he heaves another shuddering sigh.
At least he didn't suffer.
He nods slowly.
If the Mataru would only protect us as they ought to, our people wouldn't be prey to those crooks and cutthroat who prowl the Narrows like sharks.
Anger makes him shake.
Thank you for your honesty, Watcher. Few are there who will deliver bad news in all its sorry truth.
Yeah, well.
Speak, and I will listen.
How it's going to resolve this food shortage?
If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principi, I believe the Dawn Stars may help us. Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity.
Looking for a place called Delver's Row.
You mean the black market that lies nestled in the depths of the Narrows? The guards do their best to stomp it out, but they are a single boot against 1,000 ants. I do not know how to get there, but someone at the tavern might.
Who are you?
I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Roparu now call me Paki Takiri. Though you can see, I am not very big or much sturdy. If a dispute arises within the gullet, I will see it resolved. That I can promise you.
How about the gullet? What's the history? No, I'm okay with that. Okay. So is this stealing stuff? It is. I just volunteered to help stuff that I didn't really want to do, but that's okay. Delver's Row. Someone in the bound to know how to reach it, not that. Secret market, should I ask around? Someone at the tavern might know. Food for thought. The source of food for the gullet. So, I asked the Prince and Kelgar Black, Hanga Palace, or the Dawn Stars at the Sacred Stair to help, or I could find a way to speak with Mad Moreno, who is kind of dead. Let's be in the undercraft. Yeah, she might be dead. Guess we'll go to the Sacred Stair. Temple of God? Actually, no. Just the Stormcrow. We're going to stream. Go take her up and use your Watcher powers to talk to her. Yes.
Hey, bag of water. It is time to take a break. Go stretch your legs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
So food for thought. It's all about the Dawn Stars, right? Dawn Stars, where do you guys live? I don't know where to find the Dawn Stars. The Dawn Stars are up, or I could find those people. Are they in here? Guess we'll find out. I had to go in here anyway for something else, I think. One of the other quests is supposed to be in here. But I gotta take a break. Gotta get up, stretch my legs, get some water, go talk to Rocket for a little bit, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy it's kind of like that bit from the Lightest Emu where they go to a battlefield, dig up a bunch of corpses to find out which one of them has a magic artifact, because they can ask each corpse. Oh yeah, the 5 questions thing. Yep. Speak with the dead. Familiar with the process. Anyway, I gotta take a break. Be back in a few. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the dog video.